Hello everyone, SCP-049 here. Today I'm going to be playing a game called Plague Inc. A game where you can design a plague on the fly. Today my plague will be called The Cure. What else would it be called? I'm going to start my plague in Madagascar for one simple reason. In this game, whenever you are developing a plague, before it is introduced to the general populace, it's better to be very infectious. Now, if you isolate where your plague originates, so an island like Madagascar, it's a very small isolated island, so it can grow to be very strong and potent without raising any suspicion. And the cure to my cure will never be developed in time. So because I have the DNA points, I'm going to buy air transmission. Whenever I have enough points next, I think the best course of action would be water, because air and water are the main ways that a plague can spread throughout the world. I know this firsthand. I have dealt with a lot of them. The infection at this point on land is quite slow, and I have to remember to click every single thing that pops up on the map, as it gives me disease points to spend on evolving my plague. For the sake of this, I will refer to my plague simply as my plague, as calling it the cure will be slightly confusing, as there is such a thing as a cure in this game. Of course, not the type of cure that I condone, as I have a very specific vision in mind for the cure, as you all well know. So, currently, my plague has left Madagascar and has spread to neighboring areas. Now, these neighboring areas all have one thing in common: that they are all extremely hot. They have a high temperature, and whenever I get my disease points up, I will be buying heat resistance, which aids the disease in spreading in hot climates. So, insects are very popular in these climates as well. I will devolve every single symptom that my plague naturally evolves at this stage, for a couple of reasons. You get disease points back, and the less life-threatening your disease is, the less popular you are amongst scientists trying to counteract your plague. And I don't want scientists to find it, until of course they are afflicted in a very serious way and die, because the disease is very strong in every single one of them. So, I'm trying to figure out what the best course of action is right now. I don't think farm and livestock is the best. I don't think so. No. Of course, America and all first world countries are always the hardest to infect, so eventually I will need to invest in some extra help, and that comes in the form of improved resistance to medicine. There's a lot of biohazards popping up. That's a good sign. Good sign. Okay, ooh. Dearie me. That is a very good sign. So this will increase my effectiveness in cold and in first world countries. In my experience, the UK and America are always the last to go. Also, Greenland seems to be one of those countries that is quite hard to infect. As stated earlier, it does have a similar makeup to Madagascar. It is quite removed from the rest of the world as it only has one port. So, more biohazard signs. Infection still is spreading quite slowly. I'm going to have to invest in more transmission types. Rats or pigeons? Well, the same infectivity, but for 2 less disease points. Going to have to nip that symptom in the bud. Thank you very much. I will take those disease points. Infection still spreading very slowly. This does not please me. But then again, a lot more biohazard signs popping up. For anyone curious as to how quickly this is spreading, if you look in the top right hand corner, I have fast forwarded it to run at 3 times normal speed because there is a lot of waiting in this game for the plague simply to run its course. So I think I'm going to... I'm not sure. This is quite... I might leave that for later. Lots of biohazards, good, good, good. China seems to be picking up, that's good. Oh, the infection is spreading rather nicely now. Of course, the reason it is spreading so rapidly is that China is so densely populated, and because I have birds and rats as transmission, very heavily featured in urban areas, it does speed up the infection. This is great to see. Very fast. Curious to see there is 16,760 people dead, and it doesn't even have any extra symptoms. Very strange. Very strange. 106 disease points. 7? Good. Whenever I reach 100% of the world infected, I like to have at least 100, because then I can kick the symptoms into overdrive. I like to aim for total system failure. In my experience dealing with infected individuals, total organ failure never ends well. You can never really come back from that, especially when I am involved. So, let's see. I think I will do this because America isn't infected at all, whereas the UK seems to be, if not entirely, pretty much gone. Good. Good. USA very slow. Very slowly progressing in the grand scheme of things. Picking up a little bit now. Good. I can hear girls singing in the background in this game audio. Very disconcerting. Now Russia as well, that seems to be coming on very nicely. USA is pretty much gone. This is good, this is what we like to see. Nice huge red chunks on the map. As I've stated before, Greenland seems to be the last one to go every single time. Very curious. Very curious. I think I may need to invest in some more temperature resistance just to kickstart it slightly. At this point in the game, there isn't very much more biohazards left to occur, really. Canada's coming on nicely there. Greenland, very slow, very slow. This is a pickle. USA was infected within 2 minutes, whereas Greenland just seems to be extremely resilient. So bacterial resistance for temperature in all climates. This should be fine. Speeding up slightly, slowly but surely. Patience is the key. I really don't want to go below 100. As I've said before, I really want to kick this into overdrive as soon as they're all infected. Let's evolve that to get... Oh. Right, did it? Oh, I think I lost DNA points there. Oh well. That is unfortunate. I am unsure as to how that happened. Very strange. Anyway, back to Greenland. Seems to be faring very badly. That's always a good thing in my book. They are the last country I need to conquer before I start to inject symptoms into my cure, my plague. It's all very confusing. Needless to say, they will all be cured eventually, as the infection is spreading very nicely in Greenland. That temperature resistance really did pay off. Marvelous. Goodbye, Greenland. You are mine now. And done. No healthy people left on the planet. So, as I've said throughout, I'm going to aim for total organ failure, which is always here. And I have spare DNA points. Yeah, why not? Powerless. Good. Good stuff. Now, I will be getting a lot of news reports telling me how well my disease is killing people now. As you can see at the bottom bar, it is gradually turning black. I have to stop the cure out at this stage, as it is progressing quite fast, alarmingly fast, possibly a little faster than I might want it to be if you compare the bars in growth. Stop that out. But I am getting disease points because I am killing so many people. So, if it reaches the stage where it is getting unmanageable and is about to overtake me, I can retard the growth of the cure. I'm sorry, I usually don't raise my voice, but this is quite exciting. So 80 DNA points. I think I will buy some genetic hardening. Let's see what that did. Well, the cure has slowed down and I am speeding up, stomping that cure out as things progress. Genetic reshuffle should... yes, good. Now it should be momentary. It seems to be slowing down as it reaches 100. This is very confusing. Perhaps the scientists are developing a cure and they're not telling me about it. That is quite alarming. Close to extinction. Not business as usual anymore, are we, people? No. I might as well just spend these on more symptoms to try and get rid of the last of humanity, the last survivors. And another symptom has mutated, so that's very good. Very good indeed. Okay. Why is it so slow? To destroy humanity, that's good. Good. It's a good sign. The cure seems to have completely halted because I think I have killed all the scientists. And indeed, the world. I hope this has been an informative guide to destroying humanity. Thank you for watching this playthrough of Plague Inc. I look forward to seeing you all next time, and as always, I am the cure.